What was a sketchy, cheap buy that ended up being one of your best purchases? 6 months ago, I was at the lowest point of my life. I'd just moved out on my own, rent was already overdue, and I was working part-time at a diner that barely covered groceries. My laptop, my one tool for applying to jobs, completely died on me. Repairing it was more than I could afford, and buying a new one? Impossible. One afternoon, I was walking home from the diner and passed this tiny thrift store I'd never noticed before. In the window was this old, chunky laptop. The screen was scratched, 2 keys were missing, and there was a handwritten tag taped to it. $20. Works. Mostly. $20 was literally all I had left until payday. I stood there staring at it thinking, this is probably the dumbest decision ever. But something inside me said, take the risk. So I walked in and bought it. The laptop barely worked. The battery didn't hold a charge. The fan sounded like it was dying. And it had duct tape holding part of it together. But it turned on. That was enough. I plugged it into the wall, sat on the floor of my tiny apartment, and started applying to every remote job I could find. A week later, I landed an online interview for a customer support role. I propped that janky laptop up on a stack of books so the webcam angle looked halfway decent, prayed the Wi-Fi wouldn't cut out, and gave it my all. I didn't hear back right away, but a few days later, I got the email, I got the job. It wasn't glamorous. It paid just above minimum wage, but it was full-time and remote. No more endless bus rides to the diner. No more scraping together tips to cover bills. That beat-up thrift store laptop became my lifeline. I worked every single shift from it. 3 months in, I was meeting my metrics, helping train new hires, and getting noticed by management. 6 months later, I got promoted to team lead. Here's the wildest part. At our end-of-year company call, my manager shared a story about dedication and resourcefulness. And guess whose story she told? Mine. The girl who bought a $20 duct-taped laptop and built a career off it. That sketchy thrift store buy turned out to be the best $20 I ever spent, because it wasn't just a laptop. It was the thing that gave me a second chance.